back to the touchline on Y254. My name is Maxwell Wasiko. We're going to be speaking about 17-time KPL champions. They are in the house, and of course their representatives are here with us ahead of the Everton trip. They are playing English Premier League side Everton on 6th, just a few weeks from now as we speak, and they are preparing for the same, having won 17th record title. Jolayo Bondo TM is with us alongside, of course, Philemon and Tuyisenge, a man who's been in spectacular form for the national team, Harambee Stars, and Y254, a very, lethal attacker, and he's telling me that he's gonna be causing Everton defenders sleepless nights ahead of that particular clash. Good to have you, gentlemen, starting with you, Y254. Vipi ban?
Poa kabisa.
Kwa salama?
Niko salama.
First of all, congratulations for emerging second as far as KPL awards are concerned. Season imekuwaje overall?
Season ilikuwa season nzuri kwa upande moja, kwa ingine ilikuwa ngumu kwa sababu kwa games zilikuwa zimefuatana. Tulikuwa tunacheza competition tofauti. Hiyo ndio tulemea kidogo, lakini season ilikuwa nzuri kwetu.
Philemon, you've just come back to the fold and you are a new kid on the block. National team umehit na imekubali against Black Stars, against Ethiopia hapa Kasa ilikubali. Una feel aje, morali iko aje?
Ni feeling mzuri kwa sababu ku represent country inamaanisha lazima work hard, na kuna kitu special maybe coach wa national team ali notice neza give in ni side ya national team.
Hiyo position ya right back kidogo imekuwa elusive for previous tacticians wa national teams, and a lot of pundits believe that now you're the person to help the national team in that particular position. Wewe unafikiria aje?
Kwanza na give credit to my coach Dilanka kwa sababu mimi sikuwa najua potential yangu before aniweke kwa hiyo position. Because I remember when Karim and Wellington got injured, aliniita akaniambia lazima nicheze hiyo position, na naona niko na qualities za zile naweza cheza hiyo position. So vile nilipewa hiyo opportunity, nili work too hard, na thank pia my fellow player Karim kwa sababu vile alikuwa ako injured, at least alikuwa anani guide vile nafaa kuoperate kwa hiyo position.
It is called being opportunistic and making well use of the available chance. Now Jolawi, good to speak to you. You've been a great pillar for Gor Mahia Football Club, 17-time KPL champions, and congratulations for winning the fair play category of the year as far as KPL awards are concerned. What are the preparations ahead of Everton trip?
Yeah, before I answer that, I just want to highlight something. There's a question you asked, Jack. I must admit, as a team manager, that the year has been very tough, was tough as well, and we are still expecting tougher years coming. We had so many games to play, so many in different categories. We played the Shield Cup, we played we could call it the Sekafa, we played in Nakuru, then the toughest one was the CAF, if not to mention the league. So it was not an easy year as such. So many things, so many matches, a lot of travelings and training, so there was no time to rest, and therefore it was tough. And when we call the fair play, I want you to define for me what fair play means or what it entails when we talk of fair play club of the year.
Maybe discipline played a paramount factor?
Discipline in terms of yellows and all those things, eh?
Yes.
You're right. Then this is now a club which wins fair play, and a club's the composition of that club, basically they are players, and none of them featured anywhere when it comes to what entails fair play. How do you explain that? It just explains itself that things have to be defined. We have to be told the criteria being used in selecting players most valuable player in this country. Because a most valuable player, as far as I'm concerned, is that player who has contributed a lot in terms of football achievements. And I thought we deserved that. Some of my players, some seated here with me, deserved that. But whichever the criteria used here, it is very unfortunate because I don't think it was Golden Boot. The Golden Boot got his. So the most valuable player should have been the player's contribution within that season. And I thought that could have come from Gor.
And that brings us to a question. What do you think about KPL 2018 awards? Do you think they were justified, the overall winners deserved winning in each of the categories? Most valuable player, of course, going to Eric Kapaito, a man who features for Kariobangi Sharks. What do you think? Talk to us, join the conversation, interact with us via social media handles at Wasike Maxwell, hashtag Touchline Y254 at Y254 channel, of course. Jolawi, a man who's been a pillar for Gor Mahia Football Club, thinking contrary, saying that one of their own ought to have emerged victorious as far as the overall category is concerned. Keep submitting your suggestions and thoughts as far as that one is concerned. But now, as we speak about club affairs ahead of Everton trip, is it all systems go?
Well, we have started, and I must thank the playing unit and the technical bench. Apart from the coach who is not there, everybody is ready. For the first time, we have started with almost 100% turn-up. All the boys are there, and the attitude is so high. They are willing, and I think that one, they are doing that, putting in mind what they are expecting. It's not going to be an easy game because we played them in Dar es Salaam, and it was 2-1. Was it 2-1? Yeah. Yeah. And so I know they also know that they are going to meet a team. They have a name. They have. If you look at their invitation letters, the ones they gave to various players and various technical bench members, what they are emphasizing is the history on their side, that it is also going to be a historic moment for them to have played for the first time a team from East Africa in their ground. So such history, I think they don't want it to go negatively. What they want is they should come up with a win. The same thing, it's also going to be the history for our side. Since 1968, when Gor was formed, the best Gor had done was to train in Denmark when Jack Johnson was the coach. But we had never played a competitive match in Europe. What do you think of that? It comes once in life, and that time is now.
Remarkable achievement.
That's why we have started. It's a milestone, sorry. That's why we have started training.
Jackies, you've been a prolific striker. Your consistency is there to be for everyone to see. Your track record as well. Maybe siri imekuwa nini bana? Mshambulizi matata kwa hizo miaka zote, consistency imekuwa pia. Labda siri imekuwa nini?
Kitu naweza nikasema haiko rahisi. Sio rahisi. Kila mwaka ikitaka kuanza najipewa target. Kama mimi striker ni mabao wananitaka, najipea target, nasema nataka nifikishe mabao fulani. Ndio saa zingine utafika, lakini ukijipewa target utafocus na hiyo kitu nimejipea. Hiyo ndio kitu inanisaidia sana.
And probably do you miss playing alongside Medi Kagere? Your combination was on another level.
Ndio, Kagere ni mchezaji mzuri, alikuwa anatusaidia sana. Kuna game mingi alikuwa anatufungia mabao. Tulikuwa tunahitaji hizo mabao anatufungia. Lakini saizi hayupo. Kuna wachezaji wengine wazuri, nao ni watu wanatusaidia. Hata uliona walikuwa before hii ligi iishe, walikuwa wanatusaidia sana. Naweza nikasema ni kitu ilitusaidia sana. Ndio. Na si tutafanya vitu vizuri. Na nina imani mimi na wachezaji wenzangu tutafanya vizuri.
Maybe overall in the season, ni timu gani ilikuwa hatari kwako when Gor Mahia was preparing to play against them? Probably you felt scared. Their defense was a little bit terrifying.
Hakuna defense naogopa mimi. Hakuna defense naogopa. Unaweza kucheza, ndio unaweza kucheza game na kuwa tough kwako. I think game ya Bandari tumefungwa hiyo game, tulikuwa tunataka kuendelea na unbeaten yetu, hiyo siku ikakataa. Hiyo siku nimeumia sana.
Kwa hivyo Feli Mulumba wa Bandari ameshinda tu Defender of the Year award. Naweza sema alikuwa moto kidogo.
Siwezi nikasema ndio ni defender mzuri. Hiyo game nimefunga bao. Ndio ni defender mzuri, lakini hiyo game nimefunga bao.
Ulitinga. Philemon, coming into the top flight just recently na ikakukubali, overall season imekuwaje kwako? Assessment yako kuhusu season na pia defense, your partners behind.
Okay, overall mimi naweza sema nimekuwa na season nzuri kwa sababu this is the first time nimepata call up national team, but secret imekuwa tu ni work hard na keep focus, hoping that things zitakuwa poa with time.
Na unajua player akicheza at the big stage like playing for the national team, especially zile AFCON qualifiers against Ethiopia na Ghana, pressure inakuanga juu. Labda umefeel hiyo pressure na pia kujaribu kutaka sasa kumaintain hiyo momentum na performance.
Okay, pressure iko, but mimi naweza sema hiyo pressure kidogo nilikuwa nishaizoea kwa sababu tumekuwa tukicheza hizi CAF competitions, na once unaenda mali kama huko Uarabuni unapata environment ni hostile, so lazima kuwe mentally strong ndio uweze kuperform vizuri, na hiyo imenisaidia sana.
Several players upcoming, most of them are always looking forward playing for either Gor or FC ndio pate hiyo opportunity kwa national team. Wewe pia ulikuwa unafikiria hivyo before kuja Gor?
Ni kweli, kwa sababu mimi naweza sema before ni join Gor, naweza sema mimi nilikuwa fan wa Gor, acha niseme hivyo. Na ile moment walikuja wananitaka, siku take time, make decision mara moja na nikaamua kujoin Gor, and so far sai naona at least kuna mazuri ile inatokea after kuwa join.
But I know you still ambitious, probably playing for another high profile club in England, sindio?
Ni kweli.
Jolawi, recently you just acquired signings of various players. Maybe bring us up to speed. Kenneth Muguna is back, Pascal Ogweno from Kariobangi Sharks as well. Is this preparation ahead of CAF Champions League?
Whoever joins Gor knows that Gor is like a stage where good players, they come. When the show is over, then you exit and give room for the others.
Yes.
It has been like that. It's not a creation of yesterday. It has been a practice that we had. Even Uma Chege was there, but he left. So at the back of the minds of our players, they know I'm going to play for this great team, but one day I'll exit. Even right now, a few, because we want maintain the system, very few will exit, and then very few they have to come in. As you have mentioned, we have had Batambuze definitely to replace Walusimbi, that side. We also have Ogweno, it's true, and because we want strengthen the central, but also putting in mind the number of games we have, because right now we have Josh is playing both for national team as well, so we thought at least we should boost that area so that there are around 4. We have Josh, Charles, Shakava, and now Ogweno. Then those are 2. Then we also have Miguna is back, and he promised. He said at the training that he wants to play as if he had never played before, and that can also be seen from the training, the way he has started. So we are just trying to boost what we have and go ahead. Still, we are looking for 1 or 2 who may also join us. We need some striker to come and join Jack and give him competition so that he cannot sleep on his rollers. He should not think that he's just there. Nobody's coming to give him competition.
No comfort zone.
No, that's not we are. So all in all, we don't have a tendency of wiping off the whole team, but at least one or two has to go out, and then we bring in one or two so that the continuity is there. That is the that is the state as we are right now, and it's going to be a tough year. We are prepared mentally, and even whoever is coming in knows that.
Immediately after your elimination from CAF Champions League, I hosted the CEO for the club, Lodvik Adud, and he told me that probably next season he will prepare sufficiently. Do you think, besides signing local-based players and probably East African ones in the name of Shafiq Batambuze, are you seeking also spreading your wings a little bit further to the continent and acquiring some top-notch players who will bolster the squad?
Well, the other challenge is one is the number of foreigners,
yes,
which is really a challenge. The other day I was talking to the president, Mwendo, and he said, well, I told him, now you are also there. Why can't you increase the number so that it becomes 7, but with the condition that only 5 can play within a given time at the league stage, so that we maintain that. And yet now we can have the 7 playing for the CAF. I don't think, he told me he was going to look into it. So that number restricts our movement. Because right now we have Batambuze, we have Karim, those are 2. We have Jack, 3. We have Mustafa, and we have Ephraim. We are not thinking of releasing any at this given time. So that may restrict. However, we thought we could acquire 1 striker foreigner. So without disclosing much, that is yet for the office.
Jack, umesikia haya maneno. Nicholas Kipuri ametoka Zoo amekuja, na umesikia wanasema they are bringing another striker probably to give you competition. You squeak kwa comfort zone. Are you ready to stand the challenge?
Mi sisikie kama ni competition tunaenda ndani, kwa sababu kitu muhimu ni kusaidia timu kufika kwa kitu nzuri. Ni kukuja tunasaidizana kupandisha Gor Mahia kwa level iko juu.
So uko ready, na pia uko ready kuendelea na your goal scoring record next season?
Niko ready.
CAF Champions League na pia league.
Ndio, niko ready kabisa.
But overall, umecheza big stage. What do you think has been the problem for East African clubs maybe during continental stage? Kwa sababu hatujaona wakiperform vizuri jinsi wanavyo perform wakicheza kwenye their respective leagues at home.
Kitu naweza nikasema hizo matimu tunakutana nazo zinazoea hizi magame za CAF. Mtu akiwa amezoea anakuwa anajua mistake iko wapi, nitakosoa wapi. Anakuwa ameingia mara mingi na anajua makosa alifanya, yeye alishayakosoa. Sasa unaona kama hivi tunacheza mara 2, unakutana kuna makosa fulani hatujaona ndio tukosoe. Sasa unajua ndio maana hiyo ndio timu za East Africa naona zinasumbua kidogo.
Lakini in the future unaona wataweza ku notice their mistakes?
Ndio, kwa sababu unaona kwenye tulikuwa tumefika kama sisi Gor Mahia, kuna hiyo timu ya Rwanda kwenye imefika, ni kama tuna improve kwa hizi games za CAF, hizi timu za East Africa. Na ndio hiyo kitu inasaidia, hata unaona ma national teams saa hizi tuseme Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, Burundi saa hizi wana hiyo bahati ya kuwa wanaweza kuingia African Cup. Ni kwa sababu ma club za East Africa zimeanza kutumika vizuri.
Philemon, mnacheza na Everton November 6th. Richarlison, of course reliable information indicates that Everton will fill most of their regular players, na najua utakuwa kwa defense, na wako na Theo Walcott, wako na kina Richarlison pale mbele, na pia unajua hiyo ni opportunity mzuri, exposure. Unajua pia ma scouts watakuwa pale kwa wingi. Uko ready?
Lazima nikuwe ready, kwa sababu kitu mimi naamini ni yeye ni player kama mimi, na football once umestep in kwa hiyo kiwanja, mko 11 against 11, ni ku stay too focused, na hakunanga kitu iwezekani kwa football. Anything can happen.
But pia you ready to disappoint many? Najua scouts of course watakuwa pale wengi. Hiyo pia crowd trouble? Unaona inaweza affect some of the players for Gor?
Sioni kama inaweza affect
Ile
players.
fright ya umati.
Sioni kama inaweza affect because hata hapa home wao unajua fans wa Gor Mahia vile huwa. So hiyo tu peke yake imetosha kukupea hiyo experience ya kucompete na mtu yoyote, hata ikuwe ni kwa level gani.
In TZ Gor wacheza na Everton 2-1 na coach Dylan Kerr, because I follow him on social media platforms, especially on Twitter, he's very much optimistic. Mnaona labda mtaweza kumfurahisha mkicheza against Gor? Of course against Hull it was convincing performance. The same inaweza jirudia.
Unajua sasa hii football imechange.
Yeah, true.
Hakuna timu kubwa, hakuna timu ndogo. Kitu important tu ni kuwakaza team na kufanya tu vitu right, and then kila kitu inakuwa tu sawa.
TM, expectations. Genda Everton, England. Everyone will be watching, and this morning I was listening to someone else saying that Everton are using Man United game tomorrow to prepare for Gor Mahia Football Club, and that tells of how Gor Mahia is perceived, not only locally but even beyond our borders. If Everton can use Man United game to prepare for you, which means they know how a force to reckon with you guys are. An expectation?
Now, be with a lot of research. Before I answer that,
Yes.
there's something I wanted to just add to what Jack had said
Yes.
about especially the East Africa clubs.
Yeah.
It should just be a challenge to our leaders, a challenge to the government, that everything comes with time, with a lot of preparations. When we are talking of East Africa, let's narrow it to Kenya.
Yes.
Where is God training? Facilities, they're not there. And where are we playing? Some of these teams, you go to their country, they take you to their farthest, their best, where there's a lot of intimidation. The atmosphere is not the same. But as we are away from home, we are at home, yet we are away. Our game against Experience came 2 days ago. They were in Machakos.
Yes.
As we reached Machakos past midnight, and yet we were playing the next day. So who was at home? Experience was more at home than even us. What am I saying? We have to talk of facilities. Where is Nyayo Stadium? Where is Kasarani Stadium? Where is City Stadium? They're not there. And you expect us to train, you expect us to compete with other teams with better facilities. So it is a challenge, not only to Rachir's executive committee, no, the government should come in and all these things, because our success as Gor is a success to the government. Now we are going to Goodison Park. Every time they write Gor, there's Kenya. So it means everybody should be involved.
Because you are representing the country and you're going to make Kenyan flag fly high.
It should be a challenge. You go to Kisumu, that place, there's even no dressing room. It's the smell everywhere. I'm not here to challenge these people, but I'm here to say the truth, that we need to think twice when it comes to improving the games or football in this country.
And generally, sports is a priority. When we began the show, we were talking about renovation of Nyayo National Stadium. I hear it's being upgraded for the sake of Jamhuri Day, which means sports in this case is not a priority. It's other issues that are making it get renovated quickly to be ready.
Right now, it is stopped. There's no work going on there. And yet, we are starting the CAF matches on 28th. If you're not aware, 28th of next month, our first match is supposed to be on. Where are we going to train? Where are we going to stage these matches? It would mean we have to go back to Machakos, which of course I have to thank the governor there, because they came at a time when we needed them most. Without that, we would have played nowhere. So it should be a concern. The secret behind this thing is planning, budgeting, and putting finances in order. Because there's nothing which comes without money. all these things needs money. We went to South Africa. We reached around 1 in the morning, and we were supposed to play the same day. Therefore, we did not even feel the field. We could not even eat. What do you expect one to sleep when it's past 1? We had to go around the kiosk looking for what to eat, chips and some food, which are strange. You know why? Because we lacked tickets. Sonko came last minute to make sure we got the tickets. All these things not put in order, you don't expect us to go far. Then, of course, there's something also we call tricks of this. As you had put it, there are some teams which they have tested it.
They take you to some hostile environment.
They have tested it. They know
torture.
the tricks. I was watching Experience there, the qualifier game now to the finals. I'm not even seeing the player. Across is coming from the most, it was most, this is the environment, look at it. And yet, they know, I don't know how they see along those smokes and all those things. They score and it is the referee points at the center. Everybody is intimidated. We started the same game with the same team. When we drew here, we were there. Can you believe it that the ball boys were 13? By the time they had not scored and they realized we could go through, there was even no ball boy.
Do you think it's high time we also apply such anti-football tactics?
it is about knowing what you want and how to get it.
True.
If you know what you want, you have known the way, so it is a question of getting. Do I get to the shortcut on how to reach there? We have to think loud over these things. CAF still is in Cairo for the Arabs.
True.
And therefore, by cheating ourselves that we have to now, this thing is normal, we have to do this here. No, it's not. We have to work hard. We have to know the secrets behind it. That's when we can reach there. Coming back to what you're asking.
Yes.
Well, for your information, I think as such, sometimes back, already 5,000 tickets had been sold. Yeah. And they're calling it a charity match. This match is big. It's as big as the match itself. We have to prepare. They are prepared. They are not going to disappoint their sponsor, which is SportPesa. Both of us are sponsored by sponsors. They can't give a weak team because how will the sponsor take it? So we just have to prepare, and we are preparing, and it's going to be a big game.
It's going to be a big game. As we wind up, Philemon, expectation next season pia ahead of Gor Mahia, tutarajie nini kutoka kwako? As far as national team is concerned, kumekuwa na inconsistencies. Leo tutaona Philemon Otieno akicheza right back. Next game tutaona Musa Mohamed akicheza. Next game tutaona mtu mwingine. Labda hiyo consistency una urge nini relevant stakeholders, national team na pia even club level?
Mimi naweza sema ku change positions ni kitu mzuri. Kama player unaweza cheza 1 or 2 positions
kwa flexible,
because you never know, maybe coach mwingine anaweza taka kutumia na njia tofauti, unaona
vile Dennis Odhiambo tunamjua kama left back, lakini siku hizi anacheza
kama defensive midfielder. So mimi naweza sema ni kitu mzuri,
lakini tutarajie bado utaendelea ku work hard ku cement your place in the national team.
Of course lazima utie bidii, kwa sababu kilala kwa kazi unajua
mwingine atachukua.
So lazima utie bidii.
The person you draw inspiration from, defender globally, mwenye labda unataka ukue kama yeye?
Okay, my role model kwanza ni Wanyama, Victor Wanyama.
Wow, so patriotic.
Yeah. Huyo ndo role model wangu.
No one else.
And Pogba, because mimi ni fan wa Manchester United.
Kesho sasa Everton itafanya maneno ndo muwateremkie.
Haiwezi, lazima tuwafanyia kazi.
Jack, tutarajie nini kutoka kwako msimu ujao na pia head of Everton? Pickford atatoa ndani?
Msimu ujao ndio ni season itakuwa iko tough kwetu. Kwa sababu game zinafuatana sana na tunacheza competition mingi.
Yeah.
Lazima mtu ajitayarishe vizuri. Utakutana saa zingine utacheza game ndogo kwa league ama ucheze the game fulani alingana vile kocha amepanga. Lakini kivyangu nataka ni work hata Gor Mahia kwenye hii mwaka tumemalizia, tuanze hapo, tusiende chini hapo. Hiyo ndio kitu kwangu nafikiria kuweka hiyo bidii hapo mbele.
Alafu labda wewe nawe overall mentor wako ni nani?
Mi kawaida nimekuwa napenda Samuel Eto'o.
You're also patriotic, you love, you are very on Africans. Club gani una support by the way? English Premier League, Champions League?
Kawaida mi ni supporter wa Barcelona. Nikienda England ni Liverpool.
Barcelona playing Madrid kesho bila Ronaldo, bila Messi on either side. Utaona itakuwa colorless.
Vile unaona vile ilikuwa iko ndio wale ni wachezaji inchi dunia yote ilikuwa inaangalia. Sasa kama hawako ndio game itakuwa, lakini haitakuwa na hiyo uzito vile watu walikuwa naichukulia.
Wow. TM overall your parting shot?
You allow me to say a lot of thanks.
Yes.
To the office headed by Rachel and his entire member group, because generally he has owned the club. He has done a good job. We are not the same. That is the truth. We are not the same with other clubs in this country. We fly everywhere. And that is his effort.
We absolutely agree.
We owe it to him. Grateful to the office, and that is it. Our fans, they have not let us down. I wish you were in Rwanda, you would have not believed it. They were there. They were there in Dar es Salaam. I'm challenging them to make sure they go to Goodison Park because they love the team. We also love them. Other stakeholders like the county governments, the central government, we really cherish, we really appreciate whatever they're doing to this great club. But they should think ahead. Last but not least, you people, the media, you have also promoted Gor. You have added value to whatever we do. Therefore, it will not go well with me if I don't recognize that. May it be just like Reagan said when he was elected for the second time, that it was going to be the beginning of everything and the end of nothing. May this year be a challenge to everybody who loves this great team. My players and the technical bench, whoever we bring in should not be a challenge to your position, but an additional effort to make sure we succeed further.
And the scouting team of Gor Mahia Football Club has been quite proper. What has been the secret? You bring in someone people didn't know about, but suddenly he's in sparkling form, he's in the national team, he's convincing. It's not by a fluke.
The secret is not, it's not the coach, it's not even the technical bench alone. Some of them are even players. They call us and say, we do think so and so should come and join us. There's some people who are some great men who are there, some of our fans. They even call you, like yesterday one of them called me, there's Walter from Nkana Red Devils. Can you people think I've been watching him? So that shows how concerned people are. Everybody's involved. Fans, players, technical bench, everybody. Great lovers of this club. So later then we sit down and then do the assessment. We do the evaluation that now so and so has been spoken of. He's really fit. By the end of the day, we may not make a mistake because of the varieties. We are spoiled for choice because of what we get from others.
Thank you for coming through and talking to us. It's always a pleasure speaking to you, and we wish you the best in your undertakings ahead of Everton. I hope that Jack will score the way he scores, and probably Philemon will contain the likes of Richardson and Theo Alcott, and you bring honor back home. Always a pleasure having you on board.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Speaking to Gor Mahia Football Club officials, of course led by TM Jolawi of Bond, alongside phenomenal players Philemon Otieno, the defender, and Jackie Tuyisenge, a man who's been in lethal form for Gor Mahia, banging in a lot of goals. Of course, joining us to dissect and talk about their trip ahead of Everton. They're optimistic. They will, defy all odds and win in that particular clash. My name is Maxwell Wasike. Don't go away, stay tuned. Of course, Kenya 15s, also known as the Simbas, are preparing for repechage ahead of 2019 World Cup qualification, and we're gonna be looking to what they are doing ahead of the same. But remember, the fan favorite segment, the fan zone, will be coming shortly. We discuss international football with focus on fixtures over this particular weekend and El Clasico. Don't go away, stay tuned.